Welcome back to Shoot for Initiative.
Yay!
It's been so long.
I haven't seen you guys in a week.
It's been too long.
Yes, it's been a week.
This
we
is
all,
nearly
we all
continuity.
slept here in the same clothes and have only lived on Easter eggs.
Is that why Dylan smells so bad?
Yes.
Welcome back to Shoot for Initiative. This is episode 3. We are a Dungeons and Dragons gameplay game show where we have game show challenges to replace ability checks. So join us every week on Sunday for a 1 hour show where we do a bunch of D&D stuff, a bunch of challenges where we shoot guns at each other or Nerf guns. What have we done before? We did card challenges, we did trivia, we did shots.
Vegemite.
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 That was the biggest challenge, really. Join us every Sunday.
Veggie.
So, my name is Hero, I'm a DM, and these guys are...
Cast!
Yay!
It's us.
So, Kent,
Hi, I'm Kent, and I'm playing the role of Tal, the half-elf rogue.
yes.
And I'm Thomas. I play Alaric, the weird one.
I think that's a strong statement given the group.
This is a Suicide Squad anyway, so.
The weird one is a class.
+1 to weirdness.
And I am Brad. I am playing Gaz and Daz. Gaz, the human barbarian.
I'm Dylan, and I'm playing Penance, the tiefling blood hunter. I forgot the word. Mutagen blood hunter. That's the word. Yes.
There
King
you
of turtles.
Jellyfish.
Hi, I'm Amy and I play the Knowledge Cleric, Hazel Hawkins.
And I'm Doug. I'm playing the Gravitogis Wizard, Rock Gnome, Fenthwick, Phillyduke.
Perfect. Alright, you guys, last week left off... Oh, I can't say that, can I? That's too critical role. Previously on Moridoras.
On Dragon Ball.
Last time on Shoot for Initiative.
Welcome back to Moridoras, everyone.
These are the days of our lives.
So, you guys went to the town of Thunder Rock. You try to calm down the townsfolk of Thunder Rock by get them away from the manor of the Strider family. But that didn't really happen just yet. You guys found out there are strange happenings and sightings and cows that turn to dust, maybe, around the manor. And
Some dude called Billy the Kid.
and someone called Billy the Kid. And you guys want to investigate, but you were rudely interrupted by a magically appearing church. You went into there in which you fought snails, flamingos, and a crazy stuff. As soon as the battle was finished, and you have slayed the flamingo, which now you recognize as the viceroy, right hand of the king, everything disappeared, including the viceroy. Now, standing outside, staring at you like you guys are crazy, is a very tall elf who you recognize as Tiberius, the champion, or one of the champions of the Heroes Guild. And the champions are one of the highest positions you can gain in the Heroes Guild. They're almost like bounty hunters, which then carry out the perpetrator's sentence through a trial by combat. And it's basically death, because the champions are very, very good fighters. You guys are confused, he's confused, and you guys invite him to a drink, and he hesitantly accepted.
Basically just wanted to get off the street.
There are people staring at you.
Oh, that's fine.
I put my crossbow away.
Hey, Finn, can you use that spell to get this shit off me?
Actually, if you wouldn't mind dusting us off.
Could you? Yeah,
Yeah,
could you?
sure, I could do that. And I spend a good few minutes casting prestidigitation on everyone that's particularly dirty and clearing them up a little bit.
Because
I'll keep my dirt.
Hazel and I went down
We
into
face
the
planted.
yeah.
Does it work on blood?
I can certainly give it a go. Does it clear up the blood?
Yes, but how does it work? Is it like a wind that kind of blows away all the crap onto...
It's a gurney.
Yeah,
It's a pressure hose gurney.
it's a magical gun.
So I imagine there being small motes of arcane light that float around the soiled area and encompass it, and then when they disappear, the dirt is gone.
can I say that even by accident, some of the dirtier characters would have their undergarments cleaned by accident.
Sure.
Now you're fresh.
Or if you're not wearing undergarments.
Tal.
No.
Command.
You're fresh. You're fresh.
You got a clean
Minty
You get a blood tingle.
He likes to feel the wind in his hand.
Yeah. And you see Tiberius heading quite quickly back to the way to the tavern, but not the tavern that you know.
Ooh.
There's 2
There's
taverns.
2 taverns.
Is there a fancier tavern?
There's a smaller tavern next to the manor, next to the gift shops, and it's called the Drunken Toad.
I checked for Celestial and see if I realized that this was here yesterday, or if it's suddenly at the end.
Oh no, you definitely know that it was here yesterday, but it was so small and nobody was kind of
It's a
there.
hipster bar.
Yeah, it's one of those hipster whiskey bars. Yeah.
Does
It's a
Like
gin
an
bar.
orange door.
Yeah, just a random coloured door.
Yeah.
So it's
My
kind of
favorite
like
place.
almost like a townhouse situation, just kind of slim, tall, 3 stories. Yeah.
I'm gonna go past the souvenir shop. Does Gaz buy
Yes.
more Thunder Rock?
You go past the souvenir
Is
shop.
it open? No. It's
Uh,
not maybe open.
Today it is open, and you see him kind of pointing his wares to like families just entering Thunder Rock. Hey, you kids!
Hey, mate, not back.
Oh, hey,
Got any more of those rocks?
I'm
you
gonna
want some more?
look over
Yeah.
Gaz's shoulder and cast my spell again and make them sort of crackle with a little bit of lightning.
I don't bother trying to collect them because it seemingly worked when you combined it with beer.
As you
Thunder
do
Rock
it,
does something.
like even the salesman go, ah, yes, look, gaze upon the wonder of Thunder Rock.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Can I get
Yes.
a couple this time? Last time I got one. No, a little bit more. Can you do a special deal for me?
I would do a special discount just for you, young man. What about 3 of them for 5 gold pieces?
That's good.
No, it's not.
Well, last time I got 1 for 5.
Yeah,
This is 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
That is certainly a discount.
Yes.
That's very much an improvement. I think you should get it.
I'm just gonna roll for myself to see if I try and haggle. I do. How about 2 gold for 3?
Well, I've got a family to feed, friend.
Inside. Inside. I want to see who does.
Inside.
Yeah.
Can I roll persuasion?
Sure.
Does he have a picture inside the wagon of his 3 kids?
Uh,
They're all the same person.
14.
14. He doesn't have kids.
I rolled a 18 plus 1, 19.
13. Well, what about 3 gold? 3 gold.
2. That's a 19.
Okay. I will give you 1 brand new Thunder Rock and 2 older ones. You know, maybe the power has dulled a little. For 2 gold.
Fine, I'll take them.
He takes 2 from the sack and 1 from the top. Well, yes.
Insert. Yeah, no.
There you go, my young friend.
Thank you. I'll just put them in my bag.
Don't be feeding your little friend over there. These Thunder Rocks are mighty dangerous.
That's right. I've got them. I've got them very. I've got some ideas for these things.
Ah. Pray tell, what do you do with these?
Secret, man. Secret.
Of course. Well, if you need anything else, you know who to find.
I'll see you.
Yes.
That's the
I've
scariest
got,
thing.
I've got a couple now, so I might not need one for a while. But
He's very confused.
I don't
It's like,
Customers must be rare.
It's like they're just cold.
And he's just like leaning up to Frederick and like, you shouldn't do that to him.
But it's funny.
One day it's going to get someone killed. Hopefully not us.
That's
But
what
it's
you've got.
funny.
Well, that'll depend on who it is, won't it?
Indeed.
after that transaction, Tiberius is long gone into the Drunken Toad.
I'm just assuming that you guys are like walking
Yeah.
off, and I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like,
Oh, this is just
I feel like we're like walking in the door as we're
Yeah.
like, oh,
My friend, I would
wrong.
never leave you behind. I promise you that much.
I would.
We're inside.
Yep. I was just doing that as we walked past.
so you guys enter and you see this hulking figure with the back to you, with kind of like 6 flagons. He's drinking like 3 of them. And they don't seem to be ale, they seem to be just kind of like oatmeal and milk.
Is this Tiberius?
Yeah, it's hilarious. He's drinking oatmeal and milk.
He's a demon, we have to kill him.
You have to get your protein intake, I guess.
How big is he compared to normal elves?
He looks massive. We don't know though. His armor is very.
But is it like
Extravagant.
thin head versus massive armor, or is it all proportionate?
His head is kind of small, and his neck is not exactly as thick as you would assume someone to be in that size.
So he's just wearing a really big piece of armor.
But you do also notice another thing. Every other person in this tavern seems to be very nervous right now, and they're all wearing the Red Guard uniform.
Oh,
As in the ones that we were scouting outside the mansion
Yes.
Can we
previous night?
see if the
Something like
cult symbol of
Interesting.
like the child edition is on their uniforms?
They
Like-
would all very clearly be showing that sigil.
Well, it looks like we found where the rest of the guards are, didn't we?
I'll stay next to the door.
Shite.
Is there a quieter corner for us to take?
Well, Tiberius is in the center table.
Center table?
It's not a
Alright.
big. It's not a big room. It's like a room as big as this studio.
Sitting down right there with him.
I'm going to, even if I'm not drinking actual alcohol, I need to have that liquid courage, so I'm going to mage hand one of the tankards from in front of him. I'm going to use prestidigitation to make it taste like whiskey, and then just,
Even though it's oats.
even though.
You
Chunky
feel
whiskey.
really full, like to the point that you want to vomit. You might never have to
Not
eat again.
on the armor, not on the armor, please.
I'll stay next to the door.
Well, has the same effect as whiskey anyway.
And we can see his champion's
Yeah.
ribbon.
It's like, wow. Do we have any symbols that show us as part of the guild, or?
You have the letter which has a seal.
Okay. I'm just gonna hand that to Penance. I really don't know. I'm like looking at all the cultists being like,
Alright, and
So, mutagen worn off now that
it lasts until I take a short or long rest. So I'm still twitchy. But yeah, the mutagen, the charisma one was yesterday. Today was the dex one, which I took this morning. So I'm twitching.
right.
So
So
you're
I'm
slightly stupider.
yeah, jellyfish. Alright, so, okay, we have this. I'm just gonna hand the letter over.
I think we should talk a little bit quieter while there's company around.
I think if he was concerned about the company, we'd be on a different tavern.
Do you still hand it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm handing the letter over.
Oh no.
He takes it.
This
Boss,
might get messy.
I think I understand what's happening here.
And that is?
You were hired by somebody in this town. Someone rich, probably,
mm-hmm.
to stay out of the manor. Someone who has invested interest in the cult.
In the course.
Hmm?
In the course?
In the cult.
Oh, cult.
Yes.
Does he have any symbol of the child on him?
No, it's just the Heroes Guild.
Okay.
Well, that was my concern as well.
When he mentions the cult, what do the rest of them around do?
They don't seem to move. They seem to be nervous that someone not wearing a red armor is there.
Mr. Tiberius, do you think we should be mentioning the CLT so loudly?
I think they can spell hatred.
They can fight me if they want. I'm Tiberius. Nobody defeats me.
Right.
Challenge accepted. We're not fighting. Oh, sorry. I'm not there. I'm at the door.
It's
No.
the
Stay quiet, my
Tiberius.
unhinged friend.
What do you plan to do?
Okay, we have spoken with
mayor.
Connor, the mayor, and we have actually gathered some information about the
Did we get the map?
the
manor.
manor. We about some information about the
I've got
manor.
the map.
Ah,
We have a map, and we don't. We know that we were hired by Ulrich. Ulrich was the one who hired us, and which went through the letter, as far as we
Ulrich,
know.
town drunk.
No, sorry,
No?
Hoss.
Hoss.
His boss, Hoss.
Hang on.
Ah,
Do we know that?
Our job here.
Hmm,
What are you doing here?
that was my question.
Yeah.
what am I doing here?
on
I'm
the same
investigating the manor. Well,
job. Did you get the same mission as us, or was it different?
I do not take missions. I'm a champion. My father sent me here to try and find out what's happening in the manor. You see, we are a close friend of the Strider family. Well, we were.
Yes, they've been dead for about 50 years?
Yes.
50 years.
Well, at least the lady was.
And we are here to make sure nobody desecrates the remains.
You mean like, say, a bunch of people were to make a giant tower fort around it? Would you consider that desecrating?
The fort is already there.
With the towers, the spotlight?
Yeah, the Strider family.
Okay.
This is right in the middle of a war zone many years ago.
Okay.
So, at the risk of putting offside the rest of the people in the tavern, if you read that letter, what does that say to you that we're supposed to do?
Debate.
How do you interpret that for us? I mean, I assume you're close with the head of the guild.
Did you say your father sent you? Are you, son of the boss or something?
No, I'm not the son of the head scribe. My father is the high champion, Orenus.
Oh, Renus.
Although the head scribe does not commission every single mission, he just put his name down. I do not think he is complicit in this order. I suggest you find whoever paid for this order to be made.
Would you say that the people who are currently occupying the manor are not the original custodians of the land? Like they shouldn't be. Like they should not.
Would you classify them
They
as
should not be
intruders?
there.
They should not, but I cannot go around killing every single person that I find to be wrongdoing. That's especially a whole group of people. That will not look good upon
Murder.
father.
That would be murder.
That will be
Murder.
yes.
Again, Mr. Tiberius, sir, are you not at all concerned that you're saying all your plans and parameters and everything in a tavern when there seems to be quite a few, perhaps, people who aren't aligned with your mission?
That's quite fine. I have interviewed many of them by force.
Oh, is that why they look so nervous?
They are, yes,
I
maybe.
look around for like bloody broken bruises, like, is anybody injured?
You see someone bandaged up in the corner. Just they're all on one table like a support group.
Why are they all missing their left eye?
It's a calling
Seems
card.
one thing.
He's left-handed.
Signature.
Yes, they seem to be simple mercenaries. Nothing more. But
So you're not cultists.
no, but they're hired by one person.
But
One
why,
central.
if they're simple mercenaries, why are they wearing something similar to the town guard symbol on their uniform?
I suppose it was supplied by the same person.
So someone in the city supplied these guys to be in the manor, which we've been sent to keep out.
Well,
That makes so much sense.
all I know is many weeks ago, they sent a band of people from the Heroes Guild themselves to go into the manor to clear it out. None of them returned. And they paid as high as 100 gold a day. Now I was surprised when I saw this. So I headed out to investigate. And when I came here, all I found was mercenaries.
A chunky situation, you might say.
Yes, I do not understand this reference you are making.
Are there any guards sitting near us, or are they all at like one table?
They're about, I'll say a couple tables, like 3 or 4 next to you. They're kind of square benches, and a lot of them are just kind of squeezing their shoulders in and trying not to move.
I'm just gonna like lean back
So-
towards the closest one and be like, so are you a mercenary and do you get good health benefits?
I-
Do you get dental?
Huh?
Chiropractor? Anything?
Kara?
Are you a mercenary or are you
Please don't look at me. I'm just here for a job.
mercenary?
Miss?
Are you a mercenary?
Kind of. I played the harp, and I'm okay with a sword.
Who hired you?
Well,
I'm not going to beat you up. by the way?
We don't really know. One of the guard captains came to us and said they needed a job.
Do you have a name for this guard captain?
No, we do not. They reached us in just kind of in the tavern called Oof. We were all there drinking our usual drink, and we saw a bunch of.
Are you all friends, or are you all like individually recruited?
Well, many of us were drinking on the same night. Yes, my cousin was here many weeks ago.
And he's or she
No
is
longer.
not. Did they die?
I suppose I heard they were transferred to a different post. I don't. Do you think they did?
I'm sure they're fine.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Any identifying features you can tell me about this captain?
Oh
And
well.
did they seem to be part of the Red Guard? Are you just part of the Red Guard now?
Well, they gave us the uniform. We had no weapons or armor, and they gave us all this stuff, and it's for us to keep. So I thought, why not?
Okay.
You know,
Any scars on the captain? Did he have any?
He was very captainy.
Great. That's an excellent start.
Yeah.
Any other identifying features apart from captainy?
He has a scar above his left eyebrow.
Wonderful.
That or his helmet was just really digging into his face.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some stubble, height.
Oh, we can't really see behind the helmet. It could be a very burly lady for all I know.
I myself, as a very burly lady, appreciate that sentiment.
Yeah. No offense against. I mean, you know, yeah.
Right. Thank you for your help. I'll let you get back to your drinks. So sorry to interrupt. And I just turn back and be like, sorry, continue.
Right, so Toyas, are you saying that you've not been in the manor yet?
I have not.
Right. So you don't know what's going on in there?
I don't. I'm afraid. I have not found an entrance in there that could be viewed as clandestine or secret.
Well, do you need to get inside? Because we know a way to get in.
How about
Secretly.
we work together?
You know a way to get in?
Well, theoretically.
Can
I mean,
decide on
yes.
that?
I mean, I'm sure the manor has at least 2 or 3 doors. Seems like a big building.
Yeah, can I insight
Oh.
just his general demeanor and his story so far? Like, does he seem to be...
He seems like he's
Okay.
he seems like he's so big
14.
world that it doesn't matter. He doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
Nat
What
20.
my insight is.
He's being very genuine, but you can kind of tell by his demeanor and by the way that he kind of, the length that he takes to answer questions. He's not the smart, sharpest thing on the block, if you know what I mean. He's not,
So, yeah,
he's not all that smart.
yeah. So he's just rocking around, flinging his big old wang around because he's so powerful, and then the people that we're trying to talk to in the bar, they're absolute punces.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
He doesn't know how to be subtle.
Yeah.
have you figured out who hired all of these people then? With all your aggressive interrogations?
Well, I have only heard of one man. Well, maybe man,
Burly woman, potentially.
maybe woman.
Right.
But he hides in shadows and he stays in his room, barking orders to his dominions, and they come out and bark orders to them. So nobody has seen him face to face. But,
And where is this room of his?
well, I don't know exactly, but it is in the basement. I believe.
Oh,
There's
in the
secret-
manor.
Yes, in the manor.
Yeah.
Well, we know how to get
Yes, through the
Let's-
front door.
let's
Isn't
talk
that
about
right,
this.
Gaz?
on the way.
That's
Let's
not right,
I
Gaz.
kick Gaz under the. Under
let's
the,
talk
the
about it
table.
on the way.
I feel like
You get
Frederick,
kicked
like,
under the
kicks me and I
table.
kick Gaz as well.
Let's,
So he's got 2 legs like kicking under the table.
yeah. I just stand up and I go, all right, gentlemen. I've got sore shins, and I think we should all go for a walk and talk as we go to a very specific location.
If you know how to enter,
Are you, mate?
No, I walk around with a rooster on my back.
if you know how to penetrate the manor, we shall do it together.
Penetration's my specialty.
You know, I had an idea on that actually. If you go in the front door, kick it down, and attract all of the attention, we could perhaps sneak in the back door. Maybe get down to the guy that's
Well, perhaps we shouldn't be discussing plans to break into the manor around all
Oh,
the
have-
people who...
That's why we're
Have we
walking
not-
away.
Would that not be slaughter?
I kick Tal.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that until we leave.
yeah, we're kind of going to try and get Tiberius to like...
Yeah, so like we're
Yeah.
going and
Let
then
us walk and talk. Walk and talk.
He takes like the rest of the mugs, there's 3 of them with oatmeal milk, and he stands up and walks out.
I'll
Yeah.
stay inside.
Can I just insight what his poos would be like? Because that's fiber dense.
We need a little bit of...
rock solid.
It's just a brick coming out. ready to go.
It's a 12.
Construction grade.
Gold.
Gold.
Gold
nuggets.
He grabs gold.
Pure gold.
Welcome to D&D where we discuss the varying thickness of poop.
What is the density of?
Yeah, what's this viscosity
1 ounce.
Like a fudge. Like a chocolate.
Golden fudge.
So, we leave the tavern.
We leave the tavern.
The
Are you
so
staying inside?
the drunk
I'm
is
staying
done.
inside.
Okay.
There is attack!
No, let's talk first.
Ah, yes.
Okay, milkman.
Tactics.
Right.
He skulls another one, throws it somewhere
So
else.
we want to do the distraction panzer tactic move thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll show him the map because we know that 1, he's on our side, and he's too dumb to not be on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
So-
Mr.
Do we
Tiberius,
tell him
if
about
we
the
if we work with you here, will you give us a
secret
good
entrance?
recommendation?
Yeah.
We're very close
Oh,
to losing our
Yes.
jobs.
Right.
Ah, a recommendation.
Just maybe a commendation for our hard work and good efforts, because like as I said, we are very close to losing our jobs.
Let us see how you perform,
Wonderful.
and we shall see.
Also, can we have the letter back, please?
Yes. He puts it out of his breastplate and gives it to you.
Ah,
Hand
my
to
grandma.
Press the digitation to unsoil it.
Appreciate that.
That's so sweet.
He now,
It's a nipple imprint.
he now stands in the sun with his arms kind of on his hip, his chest up, and you can see the whole of his armor now. And you do recognize the armor. It's kind of there's gold laces on the edge of each plate, and you know him as the Golden Ray. That's his nickname. And you know that he has some kind of weapon that shoots out fire that
Cool.
almost instantly incinerates people.
As soon as we see this like golden armor and this like a very imposing figure, I just like look up to Fenwick and say, "Don't prank this one. His sword can incinerate you, please. Dear gods, don't prank this one."
They wonder if that's what happened to the cows.
Should we ask?
You ask.
Mr. Tiberius, have you heard anything about disintegrating cows?
Hmm?
Disintegrating cows.
I do
cows-
like a steak now and
Well,
then.
Not
Oh, there we
quite.
have it. Case closed.
Everybody confirmed.
The witness you were intimidating yesterday at the tavern, Ulrich, the half-orc, he said that there were cows that turned to dust when they touched the manor, which is why I've written here in very big
Ah.
letters, "Don't touch the manor."
Interesting.
Do you know
Manor.
anything about that? Yes, the manor we've been speaking of.
Try using smaller words.
Cows go boom.
Ah! I have not seen this. No, the cows that I have seen have gone moo.
Okay.
I'm actively trying to hold my face from bursting out laughing at every syllable this
Hayes
guy
is being
says.
so genuine. You said use small words. She's like, "Oh, of course." Then she's just so genuine, like, boom.
No, moo. He's very proud. He's very proud that he knows that.
Okay, okay.
It's here on this chart. Look.
Milk,
See,
goat.
cow, moo.
Moo, go, boom. Anyway,
All right.
so do we want to get him to attack from the front door while we take the rear entrance?
Or do we all just go
Rear
through?
entrance.
Yeah, that.
I reckon we all go through the basement
With him?
with him.
I agree.
Or do we just send him in first? Like, bad guys ahead. Brah!
Honestly, I'm under the impression that if we walked through the basement and the guards merely saw the man who's beaten the shit out of them over the last week coming up the stairs, they'd simply run away.
But what if the captain's down there?
Then we'll be meeting the captain first before
The guards.
Professor Big Nuts. We should
Do I ask?
all go
Is his
Together.
name right?
Go
That's
together.
my name.
Sir Tiberius seems like an extraordinary, dedicated and capable fellow, but I have concerns that perhaps his tactics and his strategy for entering the place will be perhaps a little bit too loud.
And I don't like loud when I'm trying to get into a place. I like it nice and quiet.
I'm trying to say
suggest-
big words so he doesn't know what we're saying.
I suggest entry by force.
What you're saying is the adequacy of his delicacy is insufficient for the task.
Yes, I believe that perhaps.
I think the front door's a great option for him.
What do you think of using the front door and sort of blaze of glory, intimidating everybody, drawing all the glory and fire for yourself, and we can kind of sneak around and perhaps try and find an alternate entrance.
Ingress.
Yes.
Think of the glory when you take out the whole manor on your own at the front door.
My friends, you forget one simple point here. If that is the case, glory, titles, the completion of our task will have been done by this man, in this man's opinion, of a very high status. If he comes with us, he can see us help.
Yes.
Otherwise, there is no pay.
What if we take proof of the captain?
We catch the captain, and he gets maybe taken out by the other goons inside.
Well, the last guy we tried to capture killed himself by your blade.
True. Sir
I'm glad you
Tiberius.
said
That didn't
kill
work
yourself.
well.
It wasn't me that killed him.
Yes, it was definitely not. I was right next to Tal. What would be your plan of attack, and what would you believe? What would be the small words? What would be a good end to this mission for you?
Yes, do tell.
Well, I would have entered
That's a good start.
the manor.
Yes.
I would have gathered the evidence,
Excellent.
and I would
It's a
have.
big word, mate.
What
Good
is
on
the
you.
evidence specifically, exactly, that you would like to get?
The proof
Of
What sort of proof are you looking for?
of why they're there. Yes.
Fair enough.
right.
I'll just look at Daz and be like, this guy's dumb. As I'm just like throwing up my thunder rock. My piece of coal.
Should
I lead into Gaz and go, mate, you're the one speaking to a chicken.
Enough talk.
Should
What
I
is
tell
it
him
with
about
that
the
chicken
skull?
anyway, mate?
Well, he doesn't want to disturb the remains, so it might be okay to tell him. Does the skull actually do anything for us?
No,
I think we
but he might like it. I think he'd get some great benefit if he took it off with a spire.
No, we're not telling him to take off the skull because he might do that.
Well, he said not to desecrate the remains, so
Also
I
that.
don't think he's going to do that.
Oh,
You haven't
right.
written your book, do not touch the skull. I'm like looking over your shoulder. You
I've-
say don't touch it.
We gotta make a decision here.
I shall go through the back.
The back door.
Okay, let's.
Back of the gate. I will attack with my sword through that crack
Right.
in the wall, and I will break down the walls.
When are you going to do that?
Tonight,
Tonight. Right.
at twilight.
Yeah.
You're going to touch the walls at night? That is when we have heard that cows have been booming.
I will not touch it. I'm not a scullery maid. I will attack it with my sword, sir.
You know
Yes,
what?
sir.
I can't find any faults in his plan at all. I think it's a great plan,
Yes.
and you do well to follow it to the letter.
And what would you want us to do while you're attacking the wall?
You can watch and admire.
And if you were to do your plan and we were just to watch and admire, you would give us a good recommendation because we listened to your plan. We helped you by watching and admiring.
Yes.
I mean, it's not, I think it would
Well-
be worth letting him try it.
This guy's a bit
We don't-
screwed loose.
We don't want him to destroy the manor. The plan's not to destroy the manor.
True.
We want to get people
Yeah.
out.
Is there a way? Do you have a lot of money, Sir Tiberius? Are you in possession of a lot of coinage?
Yes.
Couldn't we just, if they're just mercenaries, the guards, couldn't we just pay them quite a lot of money to just leave, and then there's no one guarding the manor? It's just one single person in his room downstairs, and we can just walk in.
They seem pretty skitty. I still reckon that we could Casper the Friendly Ghost the manor and they'll flee.
I agree.
I do like that.
To
plan.
my original plan.
And if the Golden Ray himself is causing this disturbance,
It's a good plan.
It's a good plan.
Also
It's a
savoured
good
this
plan.
expression.
Play an intricate battle of all these guards and different things.
We're just there with
And
like
they're always
sheets.
gonna run away.
That is initiative.
Couldn't we just pay them to even just take the night off? Like, you know, here's an exorbitant
Like get
amount
them
of
really
money.
drunk so they can't show up for their shift.
Well, I'm not a fan of alcohol poisoning for anybody, but, you know, if
Well,
they
I'm
want
not
to
a
party.
fan of dying, so I would, if they're out of the way, what's a little bit of a hangover?
Would you
Alcohol, you suggest?
Well, would you be willing to throw a party for all the guards if they're not there, and it makes it much easier for you to break the wall down?
Party with alcohol.
Oh, don't.
That is Avon's water.
Well, what do you prefer then?
Milk
He wants to beat off
from
on
the
the
breast
wall.
of a cow.
Let's.
Oats and milk, I think.
Could we throw them an oat party? Or an oat milk party?
Yes, I suppose. Is this some kind of trickery?
Well, yes, but it's against the guards, not against anyone here.
Right.
Also, can I insight, is it normal for religious people in this world not to drink alcohol, or is this guy just a fruitcake?
Well, I mean, aside from the
The
No,
priest,
he's just
the
there.
priest doing cocaine on his while he's Sunday in church. Like,
He's a basket case full of
like drinking's like what a Mormon would do.
You know that paladins don't drink.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Paladins
meal.
are kind of the, that kind of, okay.
I think we go as a crew through the underground tunnel and just pop right up in the middle.
That's
I agree.
Because if that's where the boss, the mercenary boss is,
Straight to the
and they're sending their things, just go straight in, take him out.
yeah.
With Professor, what do we call him?
Die-ass.
Professor Tightass.
Sir Tiberius. What if we told you there was a secret entrance that we perhaps could find in
Secret entrance.
a secret tunnel, as it were? We could
Scandalous.
find the the place of it. Trying so hard not to use big words. My gods, this is difficult.
So you wish to
Yeah.
enter secretly?
And we could potentially, we could possibly go right to the big boss, the captain with the maybe scar.
Mm.
Ah.
Yes,
And you would
quiet,
not-
hide.
Yes, you would not need to break the wall. You could be inside the wall, and then you could just emerge with.
I will be a shadow.
Yes,
Let me put it to you
Well,
another
I'm
way.
about a
You can,
shadow, mate, but
a noisy shadow.
you can penetrate the mansion without anybody ever knowing it.
Ah.
But
Sort
then
of.
the glory afterwards.
Mm.
Well, yes, of course, of course.
I do.
and you will
Right.
you will
Take-
fulfil your job by getting evidence, and we'll fulfil our job by making sure no one is in the manor.
Ah.
It's a win-win
I like that.
situation.
Well,
Also, you just still in the tavern?
You're just inside the door, aren't you?
No, I'm waiting.
he-
I'm doing something.
he looks at you almost offended. With me, it's always a win-win situation.
Oh, I don't want to dispute that.
But you can have a bit
But,
of fun
you know,
with it. Just
You're
randomly.
gonna win. We're gonna win. So you know.
Exactly.
Yes, I'm going to win.
Turn up.
Oh, there's no doubt there.
Yes.
And it improves our chances of winning too.
Let us go forth
Right.
into this.
Oh, hang on.
Onward.
Elric.
We're missing a member of our party.
Ah,
Also, aren't we waiting for night? It's like morning, I believe.
if we have a secret entrance, we don't need night for
That's fair.
to cloak us.
Most
Right.
robberies happen during the day.
Only if they get dumb robbers.
Let's go. And he started walking in a general direction.
Hell did
I
You
mean,
don't know where
Just-
it is.
Stay until the night.
Ah.
Everyone's asleep.
Just let him go for a minute.
I don't think it would be right to question such an esteemed gentleman.
We need to wait for.
I'm just walking off towards the secret tunnel.
Let's go.
I would like to sit down at one of the tables.
Can we come back to you?
With all these,
You're sitting down, see
Yes.
everyone's kind of relaxed and they're like drinking and talking now. The kind of volume of the whole tavern has kind of gone back right back up.
I'll sit down and I'll be like, what's the problem with this guy, like this Tiberius dickhead? What's up with that?
He looks at you, look at your uniform. Goes, well, we really shouldn't talk to outsiders.
Well, I'm not an outsider, I just didn't bring my uniform today.
He didn't.
No,
Didn't
no.
get your uniform?
Yeah, I mean, it's my day off.
They're gonna dock your pay.
But none of
They're
it's
gonna
my
dock
day
your
off.
pay.
My day off.
There's no day offs.
Kinda
I
is.
told you this.
No dental, no healthcare, no day off. These guys
I
have
have,
a deal.
I'm from
Don't
the
tell
UK.
anyone, right? But I'm actually not just a grunt. I have a little bit of leeway.
Deception.
This is gonna be horrible. Yep, natural one.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
You kind of just instinctively you can't even control yourself. It's
I started
automatic.
laughing.
You wink at the end of it, and you're like, "Why did I do that?" And he's like, and he stands up a little bit and draws kind of a little bit of a sword out to just to show you. Like, I think you better leave, friend.
Listen, I'm just kidding. I'm obviously not part of your crew.
I don't think this tavern is right for you. If you're
Well-
not.
The reason I'm here is because I actually would like to join you.
Well, I don't think we have any openings at the moment. I'm afraid.
How would you know?
I know it's because every time we've been recruited, it'll be in the city.
In the city.
Yes. Everyone has gone through some kind of training in the Oof Tavern. I personally don't know anyone who is from outside the city.
Okay.
Here.
Well, if I move here, then I'm technically inside the city, ain't I?
I don't understand what you're trying. Look, you can talk to the captain when you see him.
How does he look? Who is he? I just need to have a chat.
Well, he usually goes out for a patrol around dawn.
What's his name?
Captain's the captain.
Fair enough.
You will notice him by the blue little thingy helmet that he wears. It's got one of those spiky things on top.
Spiky things.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
it's
I'll have a
personally
look
touching.
for it. I say that you guys look like you're pretty impressive force here. You
Oh well.
look like you're like dangerous. You make me nervous. Like
I'm an accountant. Jerry here used to work for the magistrate's office. Got fired due to drinking.
oh, how does it go with his drinking now?
Pretty well. He drinks a lot, so pretty well.
He's still at it.
I'm glad to hear.
Well,
You
if
still drunk?
you don't need me no more, I'm gonna go back to my drinking.
Sure, you want me to buy you a drink?
No. Thank you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Why does it sound like you're flirting with this guy?
It's Anastasia.
He's
I'm trying to undo
Pull
the
the gas.
fucking one.
I'll say he seems somewhat suspicious of you because you winked after you said that. He's like, I'm not letting you handle my drinks.
Yeah,
Really?
I've got power and influence.
Yeah.
I can't wait with that either.
That's fair. Okay, I'll get up and I'll leave.
You leave and you see your kind of party scattered around, walking somewhat towards the direction of the farm.
Tiberius is walking the other way.
Tiberius, it's the other right way.
Ah, yes, Terence, we shall go.
He doesn't know anyone's name, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Just picked
Ooh,
a
that
random
one's
name.
going to stick.
I'm just gonna like take just a scrap of paper and just write down all of our names and like if we have like guild numbers or something, just kind of hint and be like, this is just for the reference once we've done it.
Hang on, you spelled my name wrong.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's just a hit
And
list.
I snatch it, I
No.
snatch it, and then I put it in my pocket. I'm not giving it.
Well, just for when, because he doesn't know our
We'll tell
names.
him later when the mission goes, because if it goes bad, I don't want him to know who we are.
I've got to write Gaz on my shirt.
And you write down.
It's upside down.
Just hello. Yeah. Hello, my name is Gaz. Upside down.
Just dip some ink.
Yeah, it looks good for me.
Yeah, give you something to like write it up.
So what's the plan, guys?
Well, we're going to take Sir Tiberius to the entrance that we found out about, and we're going to go inside, I guess.
Go through the tunnel.
Do you have any
Are
additions
you
or
writing closed
questions?
spaces, mate?
Not other than your head.
You won't get more on my head, mate.
Operation
Just
Back
go.
Door.
Sure.
Right,
Follow Gaz.
to the ranch.
Okay.
Yep.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
To the cows.
Yes.
Yes, that's
It's time
probably
for
where
a
the
steak,
cows
big
are.
man.
He leads on and occasionally stopping to look behind you to see if you guys are going the same way that he is.
Yeah, off to the Longfellow Ranch.
Every time he looks, I'm just like waving.
You did a great job, buddy.
Oh, you're super cool.
And that goes on for about, I'll say, 20 minutes until you pass kind of a very long, kind of L-shaped groups of housing that are kind of conjoined together. And then there's a big red barn in the middle. There's a bunch of cattle, about, I would say, 125 heads, kind of sprawn across a couple of fields. And in the center of it, there's something that looks like an outhouse. And this is
That's
where,
where it is.
yeah, this is where the map has kind of indicated to you that the secret tunnel exits.
Why is it always through the ship?
Unless you screw us over.
Do we need to talk to
What's the boss?
Hoss, the big boss, before we try to go in, or shall we just march on through? Because I believe his potentiality of being our hiree is high.
Employer.
Yeah, one.
He's probably the only one with actual money in town.
Wait, why do we think Cost hired us?
Because
he's
The
got
mayor
enough
told
money.
us.
He's got enough money.
Oh, fair enough. Perhaps we should also, just so he doesn't think it's random people, and maybe follow us into the mansion, which could be that.
right. Or just shoot us for trying to steal his cattle.
Well, you do occasionally see a couple of quite short people on horses and very tall horses kind of riding around cattle and just kind of wrangling them to go to one side of the field.
Children or halflings?
Halflings.
Okay, I will knock on the door.
Do we see
Okay.
Ulrich?
Oh, do you go towards the? You do see Ulrich on the field, kind of like whipping at the cows, but he's not really doing anything. He's going.
Hard worker.
Are you going to the L-shaped kind of conjoined the compound of the L-shaped farms, or are you going to the outhouse?
No,
Is that
the L-shaped conjoined, trying to see if we can go to Hoss. I just want to see if I can talk to Hoss first.
Do you all go to this location?
I'll go with
Yeah, I'll follow.
penance.
Okay.
When we see the halflings and the horses, I'll just halflings like gnomes but more boring.
You guys kind of come across this little path, the worn-in path where kind of wagons of hay or whatever resources they needed has gone through day by day, and about a 5-minute walk, the house kind of gets bigger and bigger until that L shape seems like just a massive, long thing that you can never finish walking through. It's like about 10 houses long. And it just seems like more of a mansion than anything, even fancier than the manor that you can see. The exterior itself is not very fancy, but you can see interiorly that there's like candles, there's like lilac scents, there's through the first window you peer through, there's like a bath that has been drawn already. And as you go towards the center, two kind of bay doors, you see that one of them is slightly opened, and you see two brothers arguing over something.
Gonna do a
What are
perception
they?
check to see if we can hear what they're saying.
What race are they?
They're also halflings. From the shadows you can tell, you can't really see, but they're kind of short.
18.
18. So they're arguing about missing cattle. And one of them's going, "But the kid isn't real. Like, he's not. Why would you say that? Like, they're definitely just disappearing out of nowhere. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, or we're gonna lose more cattle."
Well, so has Tiberius come with us, or is he just chilling in a field?
Oh no, he's come with you, and he's going, "This is the secret tunnel."
Okay.
Someone would take that knucklehead outside.
I can.
I'll go with him.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Want to play with chicken?
He
No
goes,
eating. No.
"Friend,
Yes.
Flashbacks of fate.
this is your familiar."
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you can just skip a rock under a rock.
Yeah.
Are you a sorcerer?
No, mate. Barbarian.
Oh, this is you, your mind in this chicken.
Just a chicken. That's very deep, actually.
No, it's not.
He looks into his eyes. I respect you.
Want to play a fun game?
I do not play games, I am a shaggy.
Yeah, but this is extra fun. It's called Chase the Chicken.
Chase the chicken.
I put those down on the ground and I go, run. And so we're just chasing the chicken while you guys are talking to Puff.
I just think
Trying to find
like,
Puss the boss.
make sure he doesn't break a chicken's neck when he catches it.
You kind of like a clamoring, kind of like pots banging together. His armor plates kind of clamoring as he kind of chases after his chicken very clunkily.
Yeah, Daz is quick.
He's never looked as happy as he's ever he's looked as happy as he ever been chasing this chicken.
Perfect.
I just realised who this reminds me of. He's Gilderoy Lockhart.
Ah,
But in armour. I was like, who does he remind me of?
Can everyone see me? Everyone hear me?
World's most winningest smile. Like, he's just, yeah. Cool, yeah. I'm standing there with Fenwick on my shoulder because I'm guessing you don't want to touch the farm dirt.
As long as it's not muddy, I'm okay. Is the ground still muddy here?
The ground is no longer muddy; it's more solid, and there's probably it's dried out a little bit from overuse and overgrown.
In that case,
growing
I'll be
of
walking.
grass. So do you guys enter the L-shaped lodgings?
And knock on the door.
You see a very kind of graying gentleman walk out, his beard almost touching the ground. And he goes, "Yes,
Are you Hoss?
I is.
So you own this place?
Yeah, I
Right.
do.
We're from the Heroes Guild up in Arendon. Think you might invite us for a job
Yeah,
about the manor.
reckon I might. Reckon I did. What's it to you?
Well,
Sorry for the interruption. Can we talk about this somewhere private? We got an office somewhere.
This is my ranch. It's private enough.
Fair enough.
You can speak in front of my men.
So you hired us to come down and make sure no one got into the mansion.
No, I hide warriors. Don't know
Hello,
about
that's
hiring
us.
you.
Hi.
Letter.
Yes, that exactly.
If you're after some
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah, I do.
Daz running around facing.
Tiberius running past.
The biggest, most impressive looking of all of us is chasing a chicken in paddock.
Yeah,
And we're here trying to talk terms with this dude.
pure warrior.
Yeah.
What, why are you here?
Well, we want to get a bit more information about the manor.
Okay.
What do you know about it and why don't you want people in it?
From memory, does the letter specifically say the Strider Manor or just Manor? Like, could
Strider
it be,
Manor.
Okay. I was like, could it be this house and he just wants us to guard?
They've been looking at the wrong house.
He doesn't want anything from the cultists.
he
He's like,
just
come and
wants
guard my
bodyguards.
house. Yeah.
Well, as far as I can remember, I specifically said calm townsfolk. I said nothing about investigating no man.
Is that not the work of politicians, not warriors? What are warriors going to do to...
Well, if the townsfolk get out of hand, surely there's something you can do as warriors to quiet.
You want us to kill the town?
Well, so the townsfolk don't seem to be out of hand. They just have markets and they sell rocks.
Nobody has said kill. Quiet.
Did you hire the other guys with the red stuff on them?
The red guards.
Yeah, the red guys.
They are a business associate.
There you go.
Can I inside hospitals?
So you didn't hire
Being
us.
truthful.
You hired
Sure.
them.
I'm so confused right now.
Well, alright, I think we've cleared up something for us. Anyway, we're just looking into something that is unsettling the townsfolk, and it's to do with the manor. So
Okay, well tell them to stop us.
it's not quite that easy, mate.
You have a sword, don't you?
I have two of them actually. I just don't like to use them on innocent people.
They're not innocent, they're intruders. They're riling up the masses.
I didn't see any of that going on in town. I saw people having a party.
People are trying to enter it. People are trying to investigate it. People are talking. Well, I don't like talk.
Well, there's already people.
Well, they talk. Was
Yeah.
already people in there
Yes, my
guarding it.
people who are my friends, not these
Yeah, Mr. Hoss,
peasants.
sorry. What's your interest in the Longstrider Manor?
Before I answered that, what was your insight?
12.
12.
Not great.
He's not telling you everything, obviously, but
Well, I'm immediately suspicious because it says the red guards are his people, but we know they have a symbol of the cult on them. Can I look around, like, he's in his doorway, isn't he? There's like a foyer
Yeah.
behind him. Can I just
Yeah.
look at his person and the foyer, what we can see of it? Like, I'm quite
The
curious. Is there any
foyer-
symbols of a cult or any cult?
there's no symbols. You do see kind of like a weird hovering chandelier, and then there's like a little table with antlers, with like a skull and antlers out. That's like a centerpiece. It looks like where he welcomes business partners, and like it just looks like a very nice lobby. Your question to Hoss was?
What's his intentions with it? What does he want with the Longstrider Manor? The Strider Manor.
I don't want anything. I get paid, and I get trade benefits for protecting the manor, for letting these folks get on with their work, whatever it is. I don't give a damn what it is, as long as I'm getting paid.
And who's paying
Do
you?
you think he's the one that paid
Who's
off
paying
the
me?
county?
Right.
No.
I don't rightly know, but I got contacted by someone from the magistrate's office a couple weeks ago about occupying the manor. And seeing as I'm the only person with any kind of power around here.
Wait, did you say the magistrate's office?
Yes, the magistrate's office.
I'll be right back. I'll go back to the inn.
Bye!
Do you run back?
Well, it's just a 20-minute walk. So
It's a 20-minute walk.
I'll run.
You just see,
Wait, what about the magistrate's office?
Tiberius is running past you with the chicken, and then you see Ulrich just running the other way, like just sprinting, and you guys is just like.
Right. That aside, you're trying to protect the manor.
No,
Or
no.
are you trying to occupy the manor?
I'm trying to not have people interfere with the things that are happening in the manor.
What's happening in the manor?
I do not know and I do not care.
right, but what's happening in the manor might be why you're losing cows, mate.
Well, I'll tell you exactly why I'm losing cows. It is that Billy the Kid. He's been stealing from me ever since I've been in power here.
And who told you about Bella the Kid?
Well, one of my ranch hands.
Was it Ulrich?
It was not Ulrich, that damn drunken fool. It was one of my sons.
Is he
I
a
can
damn
trust
drunken
him.
fool as well?
Hmm?
Is he a damn drunken fool as well?
I beg your pardon, sir, he's not.
Figured worth asking.
Mr. Hoster, I don't mean to question your business dealings. It seems curious to me that you would hire heroes from the guild to investigate or stop people talking about a manor that you've already got under lock and key, rather than hiring them to investigate this Billy the Kid and essentially stop your cattle problem.
It's different. Let's just say this. You don't know where I'm from, and I'll excuse you for that. From where I'm from, people do not hire other people to solve their problems. We solve our own problems. Billy the Kid's my problem. The manor is their problem.
But haven't you been hired by someone at the magistrate's office to solve somebody else's problem?
Yes, but it's not my problem. I solve my own problems. And I get paid,
Well,
that's fine.
I apologize, but you don't solve your problems. For as long as you've been in power, you haven't solved this problem.
It will be solved, question.
Okay?
Sick burn.
His eyes are twitching out.
So is mine. I'm still high.
You can see he's a little bit angry and kind of done with the conversation.
We can leave. We can leave. However, we do have some business with the outhouse, as it has been a long day, and some of us has had too much pottage. Is that a problem?
You will not use my amenities. There is, however, an abandoned outhouse, 10, 20 minutes from here, out in the field.
20-minute walk out into the field. I think we can manage with that. We'll try not to make a mess along the way.
Peasants. Right.
My gratitude for your time and attention, sir.
Yeah.
Ditto.
He walks away and shuts the door with a bang, and you hear like 3 hatches go down.
Well, that went well.
I'm surprised he can close the door.
Or it does. That's enough, mate. He's had enough.
Arrogant fucking dwarves.
Was he a
Halflings.
dwarf? No, what was he?
He was a half.
Oh, he's a halfling.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was. Never mind.
Same sentiment for the halflings.
I'll run back to
Basically,
the
yeah.
I'll run back to the inn because he's at the magister's office.
Yeah.
And the
Which
other
is
guy,
up in the city, not in the town we're in.
but the other guy I talked to, he mentioned his friend worked for the magister's office until a week ago. So I'm going to find his friend.
It's do you know which friend?
He pointed at
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. Yes.
Jerry.
So you go
How
to
do you-
where they pointed to Jerry. So this has been now an hour, I would say. Their table is now filled with other gods. And you can see not just that table, but almost all the tables are filled with gods that you do not recognize. Almost as if there was a shift change of the guarding duty.
I'll start asking for Jerry.
Uh,
I had this large inheritance that I needed
so
to sign
you
for.
so you approach a random god and you go, "Hey you, do you know Jerry?" Or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a man kind of with a large scar going down past the island, and he sneers at you. Yes.
Are you okay?
Huh?
I mean, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Cool. You know Jerry. Do you know where he is?
I know Jerry. Yes. Why do you need to find him?
Oh, he's an old friend of mine. I just don't know where he is.
He takes out a dagger and starts sharpening it.
Sharpening the dagger.
How much are you willing to pay for this information?
Just walks to another table and asks.
I'm just looking for my friend, man.
Roll for perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
That's just as shit as all the other rolls I had. That is probably. Seven.
So
18 actually.
I'll tell you out of character that Jerry is in the outhouse. Just you can see him past like all the guards and tables through the back door. You can see him like he is like zipping up his pants and like exiting the building.
Okay.
But you can't see him because you're talking to this dude and he's not telling you.
Missed it by
I
that
just wanna know where he is. How much would that cost me to find out where my friend is?
How much are you willing to pay?
I'll give you gold.
A gold.
That should be plenty of drinks.
We do not pay for our drinks.
Okay, well, plenty of whatever you want.
I want to. He looks around to see what you're wearing. Are you wearing any valuables?
Nope. Nothing at all of any value.
What are you wearing on your head? On your head, is it armor? Is it a hat?
I just have a leather armor in my
Leather armor.
stuff.
Okay. I will take your wife.
My wife?
Yes.
Nah. If you mention it again, I'll cut your fucking head off.
Maybe I'll cut your fucking head off.
Jesus.
Battle of the Badass.
I'll sit down in front of him and I'll start sharpening mine.
He takes out a second knife and he sharpens that.
Take out my short sword.
He takes out an arrow and starts sharpening each arrowhead.
We got back half an hour later
I'll
and
do
just
the
sort of
same
rocket
thing.
launcher just fully on the table.
Sharpening the rope.
An Abrams tank parked outside.
Yeah. I'll just get on the phone and be like, "Wait, Daisy, have you seen our mate Ulrich around?" Yeah, he's in the other tavern. Alright, is he trying to start fights? Can you go get him and tell him we're going back to the farm?
And so this goes on for a
Thanks,
while.
Daisy.
But what are you guys doing while that is happening?
Wondering where Ulrich went. Where did he go again?
I'll
Do
start
you,
heading to that outhouse.
okay.
I agree, he knows what we're doing. He knows it's important. He wouldn't run off for something silly.
Let's go to the
Nah.
abandoned outhouse.
How's Tiberius doing after his chicken run?
You can see his face is very red. For an elf, it is quite strange to see a red-faced elf. They don't usually get very red.
insight in his ears? Are they actually pointed ears, or is he like?
Sure.
Is he an elf or is he like wearing
Half elf maybe.
half elf or wearing stick on ears?
This is not a trick.
15.
This is not a tricky convention.
He's a half elf. The ears are real, and you notice that
He's a half elf.
the point of the ear has a tattoo, like a small tattoo on it.
Is
As
it a
do-
Oh, he's
small
been looted.
child?
Yeah, so as a tribe, as a kind of a family of elves. Each families have their own tattoos.
Do I know which
Um,
family tattoo it is?
You don't know which one it is, but I can draw it for you. It's kind of like
A circle with a line through it.
no, let me see. So it looks like a chicken, but it's like a circle, like a teardrop, and then like a little branch holding the teardrop.
Is that recognizable as anything? No, it's just a family.
No, it's just a family. It's like a family name.
Okay.
But you know that he's definitely Elvish if he has it. Yeah. So he's getting ready. He's puffing.
Just hand him a water skin.
There you go.
You ran, I was going to say valiantly, but bravely.
Yes. I like this exercise. It is good.
Daz is a good chicken.
That was fun, wasn't it, man? I told you.
You've controlled him with your mind very well.
Does he think you're a sorcerer?
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be as bad. Just
That was a good
Quite
warm up, but we shall journey on.
Exactly. To the outhouse.
Into the fight.
Quiet,
Into-
quiet, sneak, sneak.
Ah, right. I am a shadow.
Yes.
We shall. I believe it'd be wise for us to go to the outhouse and then wait for Alaric there, so he can see us on his when he comes back. I don't believe he would have gone far.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Two
You said it's like
postcodes
a 10
over.
to 20 minute walk there.
Yeah.
Fenthwick is going to grab his book out and start flipping through it and making a couple of notes
It's
while
getting,
walking.
while walking.
I can just put you on my shoulder if you want to write.
It's getting to be noon now, and the sun is beating down on you, and kind of you're sweating in your armor. The leather's sticking to you. The metal is burning you if you have metal armor, and you guys are trudging through this field, trying to get closer and closer to the outhouse, which seems like it's
Yeah,
never
watch out for the cow
never
shit.
seems to get any closer. Occasionally you hear the mooing of cow and whips, and Ulrich just kind of going, "Ah, come on, move!"
That was a really good cow impression.
And
Question.
Cows with guns.
eventually you reached the outhouse, now with blistered feet and sweaty garments. Your leather armor it's glued on now.
Sweating like a gypsy with a mortgage.
Right.
And Alok now is kind of wiping like sweat off his brow. He's like fainty. He goes, "Ugh, give me 1 second." And he goes into his little breastplate and he takes out a little box and he goes,
Drugs?
Oh, right, so he doesn't drink alcohol, but he's right up for the drugs.
He's religious.
he,
Oh, which religion is he?
he does a little prayer.
Veiled.
And
Yeah, what
you can
colour?
see, as his face glow red, you can go like, not red as in flushed, he goes like red as in fire.
Same as the priest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same as a priest. And you can tell that he's a member of Beal. God
Yes.
of summon fiction.
Crystals are holy for us. Alcohol seemingly is not.
Correct.
Keep drinking.
Apparently.
If
So what do the
the sun
crystals
is
do?
pointing.
Have
They.
you partaken? I can't
Would I
see a
have done
good girl like
crystals
you.
before?
You would have done them, but they just heal and
Yeah.
invigorate.
At least
Don't do too much. I've got some from the Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just be like, here you go.
He's the person.
He's not to chicken.
No, well, I'm not sure about these ones. These seem to have a fire effect, but our crystals are healing and, just make you feel kind of warm and well.
It
Is-
shows a book.
If the sun's beating in any particular direction, I'm going to try and sit in the shady spot of the outhouse and just lean up against the wall. Wait for Alaric to arrive.
And while we wait, would that be considered a short rest for those of us that bled a bit in the last fight?
Also, it considers a short rest.
Yeah,
Excellent.
And with that short rest, we end our second episode.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us. Please come back next Sunday.
Third episode.
Third episode.
Yes.
Join us our third episode. Join us for our fourth episode.
That usually comes up to 3 years.
Math is quite hard.
Cows go moo.
See, I'm not playing a character. That's just me. Join us again next Sunday for What Happens When Cows Go Boom. That's not the name of the episode, but
It is now.
it is now.
Go
Cows Boom. We will go into the tunnel, probably, and see what's in the manor. And maybe let's see what happens to Lorik and his sword measuring contest.
Love my dice.
Yeah, and maybe there are more games
The
to
adventures of
come.
Ulrich.
I have not succeeded one single dice roll since we started. I'd like to point that out.
It's coming. It's coming.
Thank you for watching
No.
us. Subscribe to our YouTube as well to watch any replays, any short funny clips that we might have made for you guys, some bloopers behind the scenes, and also subscribe to our Instagram, Shoot for Initiative, for updates on our giveaway. So we'll have a giveaway real soon. We'll announce it on the 5th episode, what it is, and how to enter the competition. See you guys next Sunday.
Woo!
Bye-bye.
I'm the only one clapping.